Welcome back. Well, there's an art to being a bartender, and there's also a responsibility. A bartending school here in Ottawa is trying to teach both how to mix a good drink and when to stop serving. As Corey O'Kelly tells us, the school's founder has learned the hard way of the dangers of driving drunk.
You'd expect to hear this at a bartending school, not this.
Somebody drinks and drives, leaves your bar, it's going to be your responsibility.
It's a sobering message for the class at Pro Academy in Ottawa's Byward Market. Fabienne Duquette-Duhamel has trained bartenders for 15 years, mentoring them in everything from marketing to mixology. Nowadays, though, it includes social responsibilities, like dealing with customers who've had too much to drink.
A lot of students are almost put off by it. They say, why should I have to be responsible for this? I said, well, you know, the government is allowing you to make a very good living removing people's judgment. So it's not that unreasonable to expect you to replace that judgment during that period of time.
It's a lesson best learned if you want to graduate this school.
I teach alcohol awareness programs for a living, and I've been hit by a drunk driver twice, once on a motorcycle, once in a car. So I'm definitely aware of the dangers that are out there, and I guess I'm doing my best not just to protect everybody else, but to protect myself also.
The theme is not lost on these students, many of whom are hoping to land jobs to help pay for university tuitions.
It's not all glamour, but I guess it's if someone does get into their car and get into an accident and I was serving them, most of the liability would fall on him, and then another percentage on the bar and another percentage on the bartender.
The course also requires mandatory training in CPR and first aid techniques.
Customer chokes on a peanut, slips on beer, passes out in the bathroom. Guess what? Everybody's going to be looking at you saying, do something.
If an accident were to happen, or how to deal with violent situations or drugs if they came in the scene. So that was kind of good to get, to learn about and be prepared for.
You're going to be covering drinks that didn't even exist 10 years ago. And we're going to go 1 ounce creme de menthe, 1 ounce brandy.
During the 6-week course, students taste and learn how to make hundreds of cocktails, shooters, and specialty coffees. Then they grade each other on presentation. By the way, never mind James Bond, the perfect gin or vodka martini should never be shaken. It melts the ice. The course attracts a diverse group of people.
I'm taking theology at St. Paul University, and I'm studying to be a pastoral counselor.
We might see you in a bar.
And I might see you in a bar.
And what's a bartending course without flair? Instructor Kirsty Grieg of Ottawa competed in the World Finals for flair bartending a year ago.
Spinning a martini glass before you pour into it. Or when you pour, doing a cute little sequence and then pouring your drink. So all of these things ultimately add to the experience of the guest. And if you treat every customer like a guest, you will make more money off them. And flair makes me that you're having a good time. Your guests are having a good time. Your management team thinks you're wonderful because you're entertaining and serving drinks. And it just makes everything more fun.
The course, which costs more than $400, turns out about 100 graduates a year. There are now plans to franchise the business across the country. Corey O'Kelly, CBC News, Ottawa.
Impressive.